I feel really blessed to have had an opportunity to be a part of such important projects. OTT platforms that people have opportunity to catch up on things that they missed out years ago. I still get complimented for projects I did, and there's so many of them that I feel that are sort of had a cult following. And every time I've done a job in any of these, I've been complimented for my work. So I feel like that's my success. Saying Arjun and me like working with each other. So and we know each other well, and we understand each other's plus and minuses, while we're working in front of the camera, and we complement that. So I think it's nice to have that with an actor. So I'm always flying out to India or flying out to Germany or flying out somewhere else to film, and it's hard when you're away from the family. It's a lot nicer to come back to your own bed in the end of the day, and not a hotel room. I think it is, as you say, very intriguing. It's a show that will keep you at the edge of your seat. And as very honestly, Natasha, I haven't seen the show myself yet, but I've been hearing from a lot of people, and also lots of reviewers who have spoken to since interviewing me also, who have had an opportunity to see it, have given a very positive response to it. And apparently it's one of those that you can't stop watching. So as an episode ends, you want to watch the second one. So it's a perfect binge watcher. I was a bit skeptical given the size of the role. My part's not very big. It's an important part because it's sort of linked to the main conflict of the show. But I was a bit skeptical given the size of the part. But then when I was told, the producers are someone I've worked with before, so I was keen to work with them again. And when I was told Arjun was playing the lead part, which was very exciting because Arjun and me have a long-standing friendship, so that's great. And then, of course, when I heard the part, which is Amar Roy, as you know, he's a media baron, but more importantly, he's also a father and going through the disappearance of his daughter. And there's a whole graph, there's a whole gamut of emotions that he feels, and a whole graph of characteristics that he has to play out, because he has this very successful empire that he's built and over many years. B, his daughter's gone missing, and as the story starts unfolding, you realize that his daughter's disappearance is also linked to his own dark history. And then to sort of safeguard that, what extent Amar can go to protect his reputation or his empire, and if it means that he is responsible in the disappearance of his own daughter, that's also questionable. So it's a great part for an actor in a short period of time to have such a graph and such a gamut of emotion to display. We're clearly not beating any drums anymore around each other. but I think there is a chemistry definitely between Arjun and me, and you can see it even when you see us on the posters together of London Files. It looks we're good faces, I think, that complement each other, so that's nice. And I think the scenes between us have come out also quite nicely. So I'm looking forward to hearing what people think about it. We might think anything. Arjun and me like working with each other, so and we know each other well, and we understand each other's plus and minuses, while we're working in front of the camera, and we complement that. So I think it's nice to have that with an actor. I can't think of any other actor I've worked with on 3 projects. Have I? And I have to think about it. But I don't think I have worked with a single actor on 3 projects besides Arjun. I can think about that. I'll have to think about that. It's such a long time. Yeah. But it's nice to have that with an actor, where you have a certain comfort of working with, and complement each other in the scenes you do together and work together with each other. And I think we've achieved that, and you can see it clearly in London Files. Well, I live in London also, Natasha. So I've been based in 2018, so it's always lovely to shoot a project here. I have shot only 2 now. It's London Files and London Confidential. These are 2 projects I've shot in the UK. I've shot in Glasgow. I've shot a film that will be out later this year. But in London, it's just these two projects, and it's nice to be close to home, because if I'm always flying out to India or flying out to Germany or flying out somewhere else to film, and it's hard when you're away from the family. It's a lot nicer to come back to your own bed in the end of the day, and not a hotel room. I feel really blessed to have had an opportunity to be a part of such important projects. People ask me, in fact, just before talking to you, there was a journalist who asked me that, don't you feel like you've not got what you deserve? And I feel I get it all the time, especially now with OTT platforms, that people have opportunity to catch up on things that they missed out years ago. I still get complimented for projects I did, and there's so many of them that I feel that are sort of had a cult following. My brother, Sense8. There's a Rock On, Airlift. These are projects that will go down in history as great pieces of art, or great pieces of work, or great pieces of entertainment. And I'm quite proud. And every time I've done a job in any of these, I've been complimented for my work. So I feel like that's my success. It just feels amazing to be recognized even years and years later for things like, people still call me Mazhar. People will still talk about my brother Nikhil. People still talk about Rock On, so I'm glad I have that. I'm lucky I have that. I tried to show them Rock On. Actually, it's about a month or two back. I played Rock On. I started the film and quickly forwarded straight to Socha Hai, which is quite sort of in the beginning of the film. But there's a little bit of an intro piece for that. So anyway, I just went to Socha Hai and I started playing it. And they saw the song for 5 minutes. They kind of enjoyed. My children are 6 and 3, and then my daughter said, "Can we please play Dinosaur Train now?"
Yeah.
So I don't think they're quite ready for my work. I hope they do enjoy. I do think about it. Sometimes when I get asked to play a part, I think about, okay, my kids are going to watch this in a few years. Do I really want to do this part? Especially there's a film I've recently shot. I did think about that quite a lot when I was playing that part. So God, my kids said, it's not a very positive part, and it's quite a key character. So anyway, you'll know more about that when that film comes to. Thank you very much, Natasha.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.